just boot back over here. I'll shut those all off in the background. So with that, I believe we've come to another end here. I don't know if I'll be back to stream later today. I might, just because I feel like streaming, but I have work I need to do too, so I might not. I don't know. Life is constantly in flux. Anyway, there we go. Now I should be able to swap back over to the TV screen. There we go. Because of the pre-show today, I literally decided to just switch on all the old Halloween decorations. Notice it was made by a company called Gris. Most curious. I don't know what that might remind you of, Gwen, but I do know for a fact that it's basically a doujin team composed of various... I forget who all's in, but I know that the original creator of Corpse Party is in there as well. They've made some stuff, but not as much as you would expect for them being around this long. Gris has ties to voodoo, like an amulet. Oh, yeah! No, that makes sense, especially considering all the supernatural shit that goes on in these games. I mean, the whole story starts because of a charm gone wrong, essentially. But yeah, no, it's a doujin team that is making these, and I believe they've done at least one other series. I can't remember the title. I think Lys would know what the other series is.
The titles of what? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
The team behind Corpse Party. I think they've done one other series besides Corpse Party, right?
Oh yes, it's a name in Japanese. I forgot half of it, but it's something with doll in it.
Yeah, I remember that much. I can't remember what it was called.
There's definitely doll in the title. I've read most of it, but I forgot because it was a pretty long name, or it was difficult to pronounce. I don't know. It was either of those things, but yeah, they definitely did something else, and it went from. I mean, the beginning was like the usual things they do, and then it completely went off tracks.
uh,
But yeah, they did do something else. I still don't know the name of it, but it's something about dolls. It's not paid dolls.
what you, what you described to me reminds me of when I found out the author of Future Diary or Mirai Nikki, whatever you want to call it, an
Mm-hmm.
anime that I liked but didn't actually finish. I found out they made another series, and then the series came out as an anime, and it goes off
Mm-hmm.
the tracks so fast. It was so bad. The series was called Big Order. I have no clue if you've heard of it, but Big Order was infamously terrible the year it came out. Also,
Mm-hmm.
apparently it's pronounced Gree. So thank you, Fluff, for the correction. But yeah,
Yeah, Gregory,
Gree. They make
like in French.
yeah, I believe that makes sense actually. Um, they beyond that, they've done the Corpse Party series, which right now I believe is composed of Corpse Party Blood Covered, which is this one, Corpse Party Book of Shadows, which is the sequel that's more of a visual novel than an RPG, and then Corpse Party Blood Drive, which is the third game, and I don't know really anything about that one. And then there's also Corpse Party 2, Patient Zero, which is uncompleted. They have only ever made one chapter of it, and they have not completed any other chapters. And that one chapter is, in fact, up to be purchased, I believe, on Steam. But it's just the one chapter. It's not a full story, which is kind of a
Oh,
problem.
I need to leave you for 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Uh, okay, we're kind of wrapping up here, but I can, I don't know if you want to leave for a few seconds and I can entertain people. I don't know.
I can go back. Just give me 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, it is a bummer, Gwenocide. I wish they would release more of these. It's a really interesting series, honestly. But I am looking forward to jumping more into this one, finding all the stuff that I can't reveal. I did actually start playing through a remake of the very original. Actually, that's something I might be able to look up. Here's the thing, guys. The very original Corpse Party, I cannot get to work for us because it is in Japanese. I don't read Japanese. I barely understand Japanese. Like, it's funny. Uh, during the during one of the previews during the pre-show for Dark Seed, uh, it was a Japanese promo for a Sega Saturn version of Dark Seed, and they're speaking in Japanese, and suddenly there's a word in there that suddenly pops up where I'm like, oh, I know what they said there. The word in question was tamago, which means egg. Of all the random things that could have been my brain could have heard. In this instance, said tamago is it's talking about an alien egg. So yeah, alien egg. That was the word I understood in Japanese when I was watching the trailer. But I understand very little Japanese. And yeah, PewDiePie played through this years ago. Markiplier, I also believe played through... Which version did PewDiePie play through? That's actually something I need to look up. Hold on. Because I know PewDiePie played it. Markiplier played through the Windows remake, which is a remake of the original version of Corpse Party, released on the PC 98. I'm actually trying to open up a Firefox window for you all to see. Let me try this, and let's try not to fuck it up like last time. Because for some reason, last time I did this, it tried to open up a window, and you all got to see stuff you weren't supposed to see, which was annoying. Fun bit of trivia. Anime is actually a terrible medium for studying Japanese. It is, Zatara. It really is. There are many good ways to learn that. Yep, tamago for egg. You want to know how I know tamago's for egg? Tamagotchi. I am not shitting you. Look, guys, I like Tamagotchis. I can't hide my love of those things. I have a couple. None of them are currently in working order. I need to replace batteries, but I like them. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, hey. That game. I opened up a YouTube window. You guys can't see it right now, but Way of the Warrior for 3DO, one of the odder Mortal Kombat ripoffs, has a white zombie soundtrack of all things. It's fucking bizarre. Anyway, let me search up. Let's see. Corpse. Hey. Party. I want to see which one PewDiePie played through, just so I can see this. Because he's played through so much shit, I can't remember that. High School Me got that news decade early. Yeah, I know how that felt. Okay. So if I hold this over this, I should be able to get a look at which version he's playing. That is definitely... Yeah, okay. So PewDiePie played through the version we're playing through, basically. Whereas Markiplier played through the remake. Now give me a second, because I can't actually play it, but I can show you all what the 90s version of that. The Tamagotchi exploded. I wanted one, but never got one. Borrowed one for a few days at some point. Yeah, you can get... Here's the thing. I love Tamagotchis, but I totally understand why a lot of people kind of moved on from that fad. Because those things take a lot more attention than people would need it. I'm at the age that growing up, girls were given actual eggs to look after. I've heard of that. I've seen it in TV shows, too. Alright, here we go. Somebody playing through Corpse Party 98. Again, Corpse Party 98 was released on the NEC PC 9801, which is a Japanese computer system that had a lot of things released on it. A lot of it was hentai. Oh, you came back right at the right time. Hello.
I'm back. Sorry, the cat got my headphone stuck on my chair when I was gone, and I had to fight with it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we played together and had little outfits, and yeah, oh boy, yeah. I remember hearing about that. Like, people given eggs to take care of as a test run, and then they, like, have weird baby doll things now. It's weird. My only Tamagotchi experience was playing with Nintendogs and my pet zombie. Playing with my zombie involved setting it on fire and launching it from a giant slingshot. I named my zombie Urkel.
Okay.
You missed a fair bit while we were gone. I was actually about to open up a window to, It's gonna open up a window. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Make source not visible. That way I can set it up before people see anything. Oh, and it actually opened it up right away. Nice.
Yeah.
Crow did the egg thing and graduated in 1995. Which is actually the year before I was born, fun fact. Okay, so let me go over here to filtering. I should also probably share the screen with you so you can see it too. Let's hit fit to screen. Okay, so there you go. People should be looking at a YouTube page now. Ignore the My Little Pony link. I will show you all what that is if you want. If you all want, I will show you that. You went to high school in 94 or 95.
But I'm old.
Look, guys, it's not that you're old, it's that I'm young. I'm young, and I like things that are like 10 years older than I am. Don't take that out of context.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. I should be able to share the screen with you so you can get a look at this as well. This is somebody playing through the original version of... Well, not playing through, but I just want to show you guys this for a little bit so you got to look at what the original Corpse Party was like. And to repeat, since Lys wasn't here, this was released on the NEC PC 9801, a Japanese computer system that was fairly popular, had a lot of different things released on it, and as I was mentioning, when Lys came back, I don't know if she heard me that time, but a lot of it was hentai.
Ah.
Yeah. There's even a mecha game I'm aware of on there called Night Slave. It's kind of like it's kind of like Cybernator, except in between the levels you get porn. So not something that's going to show up on this channel anytime soon. Anyway, so right now the computer's booting up.
I mean, you got a suggestion on Steam that was really interesting.
It suggested literally every it suggested every single, like, all the old 8-bit style Castlevania type games. I was trying to think of the right way to put it. All the old 8-bit Castlevania type fan games that have been on Steam, like everything from Bloodstained to what was that game I was playing a while back? Odalis. Crypt Hunter, like all those games. Apparently Steam finally got tired of those things and just recommended I play Castle in the Sky, which is a hentai style Castlevania game. So there you go, he's booted it up. More interesting factoid about this. This was made using the very first original version of RPG Maker. Because the very first version of RPG Maker was released on the PC 9801. I have an emulator for this, by the way.
Ah, that I was saying man of culture. He's a man of culture as well.
Ah. Yes, but see, I doubt either of us are as much cultured as Lys is.
Yes. I admit it, I'm cultured. Very cultured.
Very cultured. I think I can skip through some of this, because right now we're just looking at, like, opening credits, I believe. And because we've seen what's gone on so far, we can kind of get the idea of what's already going on, too.
Oh no, I keep yawning. Oh
no. There we go. So already we can kind of guess what's going on here, just because we've played this game a little bit before. First off, look at just how many characters there are here in the original version. That was what passed for thunder back on the back in the 90s. It's the sound of your Sega Genesis farting.
Goofy. Now my rabbit is eating his cage. It's late.
Okay, I'm skipping ahead a little bit more. There we go. A little bit looking.
Yes, it is. Wow.
That is the.
And like wow in weird.
Yeah, this is the very first Corpse Party. Japanese version of Cabin in the Woods. Maybe a little bit. I can actually explain a little bit of how this works. Like, you notice how all the characters have basically the same hair color? That's a technical limitation. Because, here's the thing. I assume all their hair is supposed to be black because they're Japanese, obviously, right? That's a fair assumption. But the reason it would be gray here is because black hair on a pixelated body actually doesn't look that great. So, by upping the brightness on that color, it helps the body to stand out. It's a little hard to explain, but that's kind of how it works.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I believe the person knocking right now is just Yuka, because only Yuka shows up. So we get only 5 characters in this original version. I'm skipping ahead a little bit more. There we go. There's Yuka. Covered up by a text box suddenly. There's her original design. Very 90s Dojin design.
Yeah. The guys are looking terrible. The girls are fine, but the guys... Ugh.
That's a funny thing. Just like painting, never paint black, always use off black. Exactly. Yes. But no, that was actually kind of a thing I noticed is that a lot of Japanese artists, and not even just Japanese artists, myself, high definition audio, yes, Gwen. Um, from my own experience, I can tell you that when you spend all your time learning to draw girls, it can actually negatively impact your ability to draw men. I had that issue for a while. It's only in the past couple of years that I got better at drawing men because I made.
Oh my god,
made
what the fuck is
honest.
this waste?
I will give this one. I will give this some credit in the fact that they do seem to have a couple different expressions for each character as well. That wasn't something you always got back then. But that was what passed for a horror sound effect. Okay, let's see if I can skip ahead to the part where the game actually starts because we kind of know what goes on in this opening cutscene. Oh yeah, also they go outside into the hallway here. Which is something that doesn't happen. Like they don't go outside to the hallway in the remake version. They literally just stay in the classroom the entire time. Yeah, dig that old PC music.
Sounds like an arcade game.
And no, you can't shade black all that well either. That's why you use an off black if you're having it. Heck, my avatar, I was considering going either brown or black for my hair, but then I was like, no, this is an anime style thing. Fuck it, I'm gonna go the Rio Saiba from City Hunter route and color my hair blue. And I've stuck.
I still need to make your model.
If you'd like, please. Because
yeah.
I was
planned. I just need to get into.
I was going to figure out how to make my own, but I've been a little busy to figure that out, and it's a lot of reading. I feel bad though because it's like you beat me to the punch, Grim beat me to the punch. I was trying to make music for you to use in your stream, and I couldn't figure out what to do there, so you had somebody else make me. It's like, I feel useless sometimes. I think the music I came up with for your thing was good. I just didn't know where to take it afterwards. I got stuck.
Well, Kenshi made something, so we're fine.
I can share people the music I was working on, though. This game would at least be anxiety-inducing. The game
you could share the one he made as well.
What year did the original come out? Well, it was released on the PC in '98, so it was sometime in the '90s. Let me look this up again. Because the original is a '90s game. This is what I like to call a stealth '90s game, because a lot of people don't realize that Corpse Party is that old. Kind of like how Shin Megami Tensei is actually an '80s franchise, and people don't realize that. That series started all the way back in the '80s on the Famicom.
I like people who forget that Persona 1 and 2 are a thing.
A little bit.
People just believed for a long time that it started with the 3, without questioning themselves.
Alright, so there we go. It was released in 1996, so this series is exactly as old as I am, which is 25. There's a fun fact for you all.
Oh, sorry, I keep yawning.
That's fine. As you can tell, by the way, they remade a lot of the music for this when they turned into the PC version. Now, I want to get to the part where they're actually exploring the school. Because as much as I'm making fun of the sound and the music, I actually really love the music that plays when you're exploring the school. Oops, okay, it started a little earlier. Here we go, it's going to start after this. We'll go from here. 1987 for Metal Gear, exactly. Yeah, lots of things people don't realize that. But yeah, I love the music for this game for some reason. It's very old school Japanese video game music, you know?
The style you like, basically.
Yes. If anybody's had a Sega Genesis over the years, the Genesis used a very similar, sound chip. I believe it was both Yamahas. So it's gonna sound a bit similar. Also, the original version was a little different because the characters would be split up into parties. There was none of the alternate dimension stuff that was in the remake. I believe right now it's Satoshi and Yuka in the party.
Mm.
And you would get different dialogue depending on who was with everyone. The truck has started to move yet. It was all about Japan's obsession with Nostradamus' prediction for the world coming to an end in 1999. I don't... For what? I don't follow Satara. I'm confused. Because the 98 was just an upgrade over their previous PC 8801, which I can show you what a PC 8801 game looks like, but it's not pretty. It's also something I have in fact emulated before. I've done a lot of emulation for old PC games. I would love to do this one. The problem is just I can't read Japanese and there's no English patch for it. Which is funny because considering how popular this series is, you would assume somebody would have done an English translation for it. But there's a Windows remake that adapts this pretty faithfully, even uses the music, and that can be played in English. That has an English voice. I have that installed on my computer actually. Sounds like 8-bit Creepshow music? Yeah, kinda. I really like the soundtrack for this game. Although one of my favorite tracks in the game, which I guess I can go look up since you kind of got an idea of what the original is like now. They updated a lot. Oh, and he found his first skeleton. Hold on, let me... this is gonna look really silly when I type it in. Oh, never mind, it's right there. Corpse Party, sad theme. I don't know why, but this theme was always one of my favorite themes in the original game. Spending hours playing Jumpman on C64. That's the thing. I didn't grow up much with the Japanese, not Japanese, but like computers. Computers were not my thing. I played a lot of console games. But here we go. I like this song for some reason. This is the song that plays in the ending where Yuka dies. So, do with that what you will. Also, I like how it's the 98 version, but they're using artwork from the later remakes. The Shin Megami Tensei series, there was sort of like a paranormal panic, like the West Satanic Panic, and the SMT games were inspired from that. I follow you. A little bit, yeah. There were a lot of things in the 80s and the 90s from Japan that focused on supernatural horror and demonic invasions and whatnot. Heck, one of Fluffy's favorite anime, and I use the term anime in air quotes, Legend of the Overfiend. Yeah, that's another one that can be applied to that, except that one also includes porn. Funny how it keeps coming back to that. I can link a very interesting video that explores the topic. I don't mind it. I enjoy learning about stuff like that. Great series. But yeah, I like this music for some reason. It's funny because it's supposed to be sad music, but like I could actually fall asleep to this. This music relaxes me for some reason.
I mean, it's pretty chill.
Anyway, yeah, I guess since we have that, I did say I could share some music with us. I'm mostly what's going on right now is that Lys had a little bit of time to kill before she had to leave. It's getting late for her though.
Yeah, I need to go.
Yep. Let me open up the music stuff here.
I want to try really quick the technique I had thought about. So next stream we could use it if it works. Just really quickly.
We should test that sometime during the week. See if we can get it to work.
You want to try that tomorrow?
If you want. I should be able to make that work. Oh, shit. That was my controller.
Or I can try tonight. I mean, I still have a few minutes. I just want to have an hour before midnight. Because, trouble sleeping.
That is not the song I was working on for you. I opened it up and was like, what was I working on here? And I'm like, that's not what that is. This is something completely different. I'm assuming at least one person in here knows what this is.
You gotta send something on the chat.
It's the video about the Nostradamus stuff in Japan. I'll listen to that.
Nice. You will send me afterwards, please, because I will forget otherwise.
I can send it since it's gonna be right here at the end of the screen. At the end of this stream, it'll be easy to grab. No, that was Beyond the Time from Gundam Char's Counterattack, which is something I was working on. Let me find yours. Because yours was a work in progress that I ended up not finishing because I suck at actually finishing anything. I'd like to finish it, though. I thought it was worth doing. So this is what I was working on for Lys. She has ended up not using this one. Another one of her friends composed something that will fit her videos and streams much better than what I was doing. But here. Does that sound good to you, Lys? Like, from the microphone?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And it's funny because Jordan, I mean Kenshi yesterday immediately noticed what you used as a reference for that.
I was not hiding it. I love Castlevania.
He was like, wait, I heard that before.
Oh, damn it, the saxophone wasn't working. You gotta love it when that happens. Let me go backwards for a second. And also, the saxophone might be louder than I wanted it to be. You don't like the saxophone?
No, it's Salem that bites me.
Okay. I had to keep messing with the saxophone because it was either too quiet or too loud. It was very annoying. Here we go. That's too quiet. There we go. Can you all tell I like using the saxophone in my work? I think Kenshi did some great stuff for you, so I'm not upset at all. I feel useless because I don't know what to do with this. And then I think one other thing I should show people is that I was talking about my horror RPG thing during the stream. I actually started up a musical thing in here because I was considering trying to make some more music for that. Because I actually do have a theme I wrote for that a long time ago. But it's super old and I want to try and update it. But instead I ended up making something completely different. So this is what I did for that. They have the cutest little demons. Yes, Shin Megami Tensei has really cute demons.
Je vais voler ton nez, sale bête.
Hey Fluffy, can you tell what this is inspired by at all? And that's as far as I got with that. That piece is actually inspired by a movie, theme to a movie that both me and Fluffy happen to really like. I wonder if she picked up on which theme it was inspired by. I'll let her see if she can guess that. As a matter of fact, that same thing, if she had shown up for the pre-show, she would have seen previews for the movie in question. Because in my brain, it's one of the few movies that kind of matches up what Corpse Party does, but in a Japanese... Nope, not Halloween. I was inspired by Night of the Demons for that track, actually. Because Night of the Demons has one of my favorite... it has one of my favorite themes to any horror movie ever. And Night of the Demons, honestly, reminds me of Corpse Party and the idea that it opens up... Basically, in Night of the Demons, it's a group of teenagers on Halloween that go into this old morgue and throw a party in there. And one of them gets the bright idea to hold a seance in front of a mirror. And their little ritual they were doing as a joke goes wrong, and they end up unleashing a bunch of demons that trap them inside the property. And they can't get out, and they start getting killed by the demons one by one. And it reminds me in broad strokes of Corpse Party. Not in the specifics, but like the idea of a group of kids who do some sort of supernatural act, and they all get trapped in somewhere and are slowly being picked off one by one. That sort of thing. Reminds me a little bit more of the original Corpse Party in how that story unfolded. This newer version, that one changes some stuff. But anyway, there we go. Demons 2. Demons 2. Like the Italian one, right? That's a fun movie. I like all of them. I like the Demons movies. I like Night of the Demons. I've never seen either of its sequels. But Night of the Demons is fun. I love that one, and that theme is one of my favorites. Demons and Demons 2 are also movies that are awesome and have very awesome themes. And all of which were actually included in my pre-show. Like, no joke. Like, if I can open this up, let me see. I know I'm kind of wasting time. I'm sorry, Lys. Let's see. I'm trying to open up VLC again. What the hell? That's weird. Here we go. There we go. So right now it's on a thing for Kodelka, which was an old thing. But hold on, let me open up. Excuse me. And I guess since you're still here, I might as well share the link towards you as well.
Hmm?
I'm kind of screwing around a lot.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry.
I should go.
Yeah, I should I should knock this off.
I mean, you can leave the stream. I can just leave. It's fine. If you want to talk with the other, I'll just leave.
It's because I like talking to you, but I don't. I get distracted by other things. Just one.
It's okay.
Just one
I'll
TV
just
spot. Here we go.
I'll just leave
No,
here.
I'm gonna
Say
stop
goodbye
after.
to
I'm gonna stop after this.
Okay.
Oh, that's all. That's all we get. I do love that movie.
Well, that was indeed quick.
Yeah, that was not the spot I planned to play, but you know, I said one. That's all. That's all we were gonna get. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today. Yeah, it was a fun stream. Time zones exactly. Video dogging this one recently. Yeah, no, Kodelka's really cool. I've never gotten to play it, but I've seen other people play it. It's also another game that's stupidly expensive, but I'm getting distracted again. I had a ton of fun today. I hope we have more fun next week. Lys, you got anything you want to tell people?
Thanks for hanging out with us, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yep. And with that, we're out. I might be back later today, or, you know, other than that, I might be back on Monday with Grim on his channel. I might be back... well, no, I will be back on Wednesday with more mecha games. If y'all see me going live later today, that means I managed to get things cleaned up to do that. Otherwise, you know where to find me. With all that said, this is Quinn Michael from Shaggy Turtle Studios, WMBI TV, Channel 14. And, like it or not, I'll be back next time. Later, guys.
Bye-bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.